Alrighty, we are back at Hoagie's Garage for take two, and like we always do, we're going to run through our sponsors real quick. We'll start at the bottom this time, bud. Go the other way.
Go for it.
All right. Lumber Lounge and Garage, Bent's Racing with Shane and Snow. Snow and Shane, Shane and Snow. I think they're probably doing their show right now too, probably.
It's probably about on.
So, anyways, we're competing tonight. Give them guys a listen. They're a lot of fun. They're got way better memories than me and Bud for the things they can remember all the time. It just blows my mind. I'd like to go down and watch their show and see if they got a teleprompter or something. I don't know.
They don't.
Yeah, you never know. Anyways, and then we got Hero Haven for everything they do for the vets and first responders and all that. Heartland Hardware and Appliance out of Brandon, South Dakota, George and Hayward in Iowa. Fulkins Brothers Trucking for everything they do for us, for me going to the races, and everything they do for racing in general throughout the nation, actually, just about, it seems like. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels. Be Wiser by Kaiser. Did I get it right? I almost screwed it up. I almost went backwards, but well, we're going backwards, so it's got me messed up. Turn 2 Lodge down in Knoxville. Literally, stay right outside of Turn 2. You're like a block or a block and a half from the track. Husets Speedway had another great year this year. We actually have the track champ coming on here in a little bit in the 305 class. Track champ owner and driver, right?
That's right.
Okay, see, I got all that too. S2F, start to finish. We read that off earlier. Bud didn't pull it up this time, but they got a ton of races coming up in this weekend and the next weekend. They got them going on for a while. Give them a listen, start to finish. My Race Pass, if you're into racing, you need to have this. You can follow just about any track in the nation.
That's right.
Morning Sun Marketplace. Great big, I don't even want to call it a flea market, whatever it is, out in central Pennsylvania, Rick and Sue Fritz. Mount Tabor Cabinetry. If you're out in central Pennsylvania, you want some cabinets, you need to remodel or you're building new, give Chris Fissel a call. Rapid Graphics in Rock Rapids, Iowa. Get your cars lettered, get signs made, a little bit of everything. And then last but not least, of course, is Hawk Wings out of Jackson, Minnesota. If you got a micro, a wing go-kart, sprint car, whatever, I think they'll build you a wing.
Yep.
So, anyways, your turn, bud.
Real quick. Rapid Graphics. He has our tins done. I got you pushing more guys, so I just need to get over there and find some time to get them. So, thanks for Rapid Graphics for doing our tins.
He's in your old relative's house now.
Yep.
So just so you know, so you don't drive to his old place, because he's not there.
Thanks, Dope.
Hey, I do what I can to help, bud.
Here we go. Hoagie's Garage, and we got a great show here. We got the 305 Racesaver champion from Husets on tonight, Dylan Waxdahl, and the car owner, Josh Sterrett.
Look at you go.
How you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's
Pretty
how
good.
They now they get to doing our show, and then it's going to be amazing for them.
So we've kind of talked with Dylan a lot, been with Dylan a lot. I don't know anything about Josh Sterrett. So Josh, we're going to start with you tonight. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So first of all, Josh, where do you live? What do you do for a living?
I live in Huron, South Dakota. I'm a full-time firefighter. I'm actually on shift right now, so I might have to dart if we get a fire. But
Well, we'll let you go for that reason. We won't even complain.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, have you been involved? How did you get involved in racing? Been doing it for a long time, or what? How did your racing stuff start?
Well, I've obviously watched it all my life. Bought my first race car in 2007. Started in the modified class around here. Then raced some super stock, and ended up buying a late model. And that was like 2016. And then I said, if I'm going to spend this kind of money on something like this, I'm going to race something I've always wanted to race. And I sold that, bought a sprint car.
Interesting.
So you've raced sprint cars then? You've driven?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So when did you start racing? 2017 then?
2007, I started racing modified.
Yep.
2017, I started racing sprint cars.
Okay.
Where did you all race sprint cars?
So that first year was kind of that year that they only had one Husets race.
Oh yeah.
So I raced Wagner once, and then we drove the Husets for the silver shootout,
Yep.
and I ended up destroying the thing on the first night there. But I still have the silver bar, so that was kind of cool. And then we ended up racing Park Jefferson the rest of the season. I think I ended up like second or third in points. Did really well.
That's pretty good for your first time out or first year.
Yeah, I think I won like 4 heat races probably out of my first 6 races. So, you know, that's pretty good, especially coming from, you know, the modified super stock stuff. I wasn't very successful in that, but I didn't spend the money I do now on these things, so that makes a huge difference.
So, how long did you race?
Oh, I'm still trying. The last time I raced, I tried to race in Miller this year, the wingless thing, but my head stuck through the car about 4 inches over the frame rail, so.
Oh, that's bad.
I kind of decided that since it didn't have a wing on it, that I probably shouldn't do it.
I'm not so sure that's so safe even with the wing on it.
No kidding.
Well, you can't forget that you can't get your foot off the gas pedal either.
Yeah, it's that car is a 39-inch car, and I'm pretty tight in a normal, 40-inch car, so couldn't hardly roll my foot off the throttle all the way because my knee was almost in the steering gear. And again, if it was a wing car, I wouldn't have to lift, so I wouldn't worry about it. But I figured since it's a non-wing car, I ran a couple laps, hot laps, and yeah, I couldn't hardly roll out of the throttle. So
That sounds like, yeah, you might want to get one of them. You might have to get a car built. Maybe.
Yeah, we got a couple I think I'm gonna get built for me. But yeah, I never really got out of driving. This thing kind of happened so quick, and he did so well. I wasn't gonna take it away from him,
Well, let's not brag you up right away.
Yeah,
We'll give him a minute.
Take it
here.
easy. Take it easy.
So,
how did this deal come up with Dylan?
Oh, I think he texted me and he wanted to rent it. And I said, at that time I was working for the police department and we had every other weekend off, so I didn't get to race very often. And the closest track to me that I was running was Wagner, and it's like 100 miles each way, and they kind of quit racing sprint cars. So I'm like, yeah, I'll rent it to you. And I sat here at work and watched him race Jackson, and the second night he did pretty good in it. So then I was like, well, I think he might have asked, I don't remember exactly, but I-90 the next week, and he ran there, and I think he's working for Tim, so he's only off like a few weekends.
oh yeah.
And I was like, well, you can drive it again, if I wreck it, you have just as good a chance of wrecking it, so it's not that big a deal. And I think I raced it once after he did that summer at I-90, and I don't remember exactly. I think the radiator cap went missing or something, and it didn't run right or something like that. But I've never ever been able to race Racesaver Nationals because of my job. The fair up here and stuff, we can't take time off during that. So I texted him. I said, "You want to race Racesaver Nationals?" And I think he thought I was pretty crazy.
Well, yeah, I only raced like 10 times in my life.
Let's go do the Nationals.
He came up and got all my stuff. Pickup, trailer, everything in it. And took it to Nationals, and that's kind of how we finished out the year that year.
And that was just last year then, right?
No, I think
That was 2
was
years
that 2
ago.
years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Okay. So I have to ask just one thing here quick. You said the radiator cap got misplaced. Does that mean somebody forgot to put it on, or what does that mean?
I think I forgot to tighten it. Or put it
Okay,
on.
okay, just checking. That's how I say things too, to make myself look better, but.
I'll admit my mess up.
Okay, continue on now. I'm sorry.
So I don't remember exactly. It was during the winter, I think we were talking, and I've seen him drive, and he wasn't real reckless. We didn't really wreck anything, and there's only one chance to win national rookie. So then we kind of got to talking, and I was kind of really pushing for him to try for that. And that was kind of our goal last year. And, you know, we had some bad luck in August, otherwise I think we would have got it. But, that's kind of how that came about.
Okay. Yeah, there's always seems to be a little bad luck involved in racing. There's luck one way or the other.
Well, when they advertise the fuel filter as being a stainless lifetime element, it's not.
Let's just say that might be false advertising.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that was foul.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, Dylan, how many years has it been together now? Was this the third year?
At the end of this season, like for full seasons, we've only done 2. We did
Yeah.
done like 4 or 5 shows the year before, but this is the second full year we've had.
Okay.
And each year's been like, we've had probably 40-ish scheduled, and we've raced around 42. I mean, this year we had 50 probably scheduled, but we only raced 40 with rainouts and everything.
Sure.
Yep. Yep. And before you jumped in the Racesaver car, what have you actually raced in your life?
I raced a 4-wheeler like twice. One time when I was 8, and I raced my buddy Dylan Meyer's 4-wheeler, but me and Lee used to ride a lot of quads back in the high school. Always riding our first season together and de-racing each other, and I think that has a lot to do with just how I'm uncomfortable in the car. We used to ride pretty hard together when we were younger.
Huh, I can't believe there's any competitiveness going on there.
Yeah, no, he was way better than I. He was unreal on a quad. He could jump further. I've seen anybody jump in person on a quad before. I mean, it was nuts.
Well, that's because he only weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's just jump into this season. Dylan, kind of right from the start, it seemed to go really well.
No, right from the start, I just rode a car. First time.
See, bud, that's what we get for thinking we know something.
Or I was just giving him shit.
Well, that
Nobody
could
will
be
know.
true. Nobody will know. No, that's true.
Yeah, on that first race at I-90, I don't know. We were starting to get faster at the end of 2024. But coming into 2025, I was like, okay, I'm going to drive hard. So first race, I think we started like 9th, and it was like halfway through, and we were up to 3rd, and then I was overdriving, I think, and I spun out and got hit by John Lambert. But ever since then, I mean, that was our only DNF for the whole season. You know, like we only replaced a couple Nerf bars in the car all year. It's pretty lucky year, other than that first night out, really.
Yeah, and then then you didn't even tip over. So.
Yeah, no, I just got hit straight on the front and just bent the frame over, and didn't hurt anything in the rear end. All the driveline stuff was good. So really, other than a frame, front axle, front wing, and a couple other bolt-on stuff, I mean, the car was actually in pretty good shape.
You can use a forklift to straighten them frames, I've heard from somebody once.
Oh.
I used a tree this year on my main car.
Did what?
I used a tree. I tied my car to a tree with a ratchet strap. Put a ratchet strap to the tree next to the tree I put my car against. And I pulled my portion too straight when I needed that.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Dylan and Lee, just do whatever it takes. That's all there is
whatever
to
it takes to race.
So,
how many races did you actually win this year, Dylan?
We ended up winning 4. That's the only goal we didn't accomplish, or one of my only goals I didn't accomplish this year. I had my goal set top 10 national points and 5 wins, and I came 1 short.
all right, hold on one sec. For some reason, you're cutting in now a little bit, Dylan. Can you repeat that? Your goals.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I had three main goals set for the year. I wanted top 10 at Husets, and then top 20 in national points and 5 wins. I thought that would be a pretty doable goal, but we came up 1 short.
Well, yeah. I mean, of the ones that come up short, maybe that's the best one. I don't know, because
What you of course you won the track championship at Husets, and what are you 5th in national points, or where are you at in national points right now?
It shows on 5th, but we get bonus points for winning championships, so I should get another 15 bonus points, and that should put me in 4th. I don't
Okay.
think they'll give me a preference, no.
So-
This is the last week for points, actually.
Okay, so yeah, that I wouldn't complain about that. I guess too hard.
No, I mean, last year I think we were just outside the top 20 in that. We were like 23rd or something, I believe, and then like 13th in usage points. So I just figured break 20, break 10, and that'd be good for the year. So.
No, I didn't go to the national banquet, but in the top 5 go across the stage, or what do they do down there?
I think it's 10.
Yeah.
Oh, 10? Okay. So
Yeah.
then you got to go on stage. You got to dress up, look all fancy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some alligator dress shoes. I want something green and fancy.
Green and
I wonder why green.
Yeah. Everybody says it's a bad luck color on a race car, but it seemed to help us out this year.
Absolutely.
run with it. It's only bad luck if you believe in that stuff.
So
Yeah.
Josh, I gotta ask, as the season's going along at Husets, and Dylan's leading the points as we're going, and how nervous does a car owner get?
Me, not really that nervous. I don't know, I'm pretty chill, but I think it was like the end of July when we finally took the lead. We were like 3rd or 4th all season.
Yeah. And it was a tight points battle.
I got pretty nervous.
The last couple races, Donahue had a bad night, and that's what allowed us to take the lead. And luckily, never looked back. But yeah, it was within a few points.
I was gonna say it was like, was it 8 or 10 or something going into the last night, or not even?
Yeah, I think we had to. I think we had to finish like within 9 of him to still win.
Okay, so like if he won, you had to finish 9th or better.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, if I remember correctly, which is seldom, neither one of you had a real good night the last night. You or Donahue, did you, Dylan? Uh-oh.
I don't know if his phone's working right.
Okay.
I don't know either. I don't know if I lost him. It still says he's on. Dylan?
Okay. Well, do you remember Josh? So I'll just leave Dylan out of it for now, because I think didn't they both spin out early in the race or got involved in something early in the race and had?
So we started 6th or 9th, not really sure, but he got tangled up in 2 cars that spun out in front of him.
Yep.
In turn 4, and then by our luck.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, hold on. Let me merge him back in.
Donahue like jumped the start or something and got sent to the back also.
Yeah. So that made it a lot. I had to calm Dylan's nerves a little bit. You said you're pretty relaxed anyhow, so.
Yeah, he said as long as he could still see him, he figured he was good.
Dylan, are you on?
Yeah, you guys are cutting out. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, what
Yeah.
not? It's all on your end, because we got top-notch equipment over here.
I can hear you good now.
Yeah. So, we were kind of talking the last couple weeks of racing and being nervous. So I think, like, the second to last week, you just about rolled the thing. You bicycled that thing big time, didn't you?
Yeah, the track was really tricky that night, and the inside berm was cut down. I was getting my left hand up on the berm as hard as I could and just catching the moisture with my right rear as much of it as I could get. And I ended up accidentally throwing it in one corner, and there was a hole, like right after Apex was 3 and 4. And yeah, they grabbed me pretty good. Everybody said it looked pretty crazy. It didn't feel that crazy from my perspective, but everybody said it looked good.
Well, I was pretty close on the old propane pusher sitting there watching, and if I remember correctly, I think you were pretty much just on your right front, is what it looked like to me.
Yes, definitely.
So I'd call it pretty exciting. You know, you were pretty chill, calm in the seat, obviously, the way it sounds, but it looked pretty impressive from where I was at.
Yeah. And then when you were trying to call back in, Josh was talking about the final night. You kind of spun out early, which made things really interesting. To avoid two cars, I should say.
Yeah. I heard him talking at the end there when I got in about if I could just see him, I knew I was fine. So, and he was only, I think, 2 spots ahead of me on the restart when that happened. So that really took my nerves way down. Then I was just, wherever he went, I was going. He went high, I was going high.
Just follow him wherever he went and figured you were good to go.
Yeah, I was still playing a little bit more cautious than him. He needed the spots, I didn't. He
Yeah.
was kind of banging the boards and stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep your team down and just make sure I finish this race. So,
Points racing at that point.
That's right.
yeah.
We're worried about that 5th win.
I feel like I points raced all year. I think I maybe did 20 laps on the high side of Husets this year, and that's my favorite place to ride.
We'll see where you are on Mother's Day then. Next year.
I kind of thinking about that the other day. The first year, I kind of just went out and drove, didn't do much. The second year, I showed I can points race. So this next year, I just want to go drive this thing as hard as I can. Really.
Yeah. And is that kind of what happened after Husets? I mean, you kind of win a few places and you got a couple more wins, right?
Yeah, it definitely changed my driving style a little bit, I'd say. Because even when Husets was still going, I didn't want to go wreck my car and have to rebuild something. So I feel like I was still pretty cautious throughout the whole season until after Husets was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, going into next year, you might, before you're doing the wreckers or checkers thing, you might want to check with Josh to make sure that's okay,
You wouldn't believe. He's always telling me to go harder. Go harder.
Well, go hard or go home, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Race car.
That it is.
I can really irritate him on starts. I normally just hang back a little further than probably needed. It's kind of hard to trust people, so I just kind of give myself some space in case something happens.
Yeah. Well, like you said, they're called a race car for a reason. They're not a ride car. You're not just out riding around. So.
Yeah.
So what is the plan next year for you two, Josh?
We'll have a couple cars, hopefully. I mean, we do now, so I don't think it will change. I'd like to race a little bit. I'm no Olympic athlete, I can't wheel those things like he can, but I'd like to race a little bit. I don't know. I guess we really have to talk about how the goal thing's gonna go, but I want to race different tracks like we did this year. I'm not one to stay at like Hartford every week or the Houston thing's kind of different. I mean, they only race 11 times anyways.
Yeah, it ain't a lot, but
like, I mean, we did a lot of traveling this year, and when I get back home at 5 a.m. and have to go to work at 7, it gets to be a long day. But that's something way more exciting than just racing the same track every week to me.
yeah. Oh, I get that. I gotta ask there. So we possibly were looking at 2 cars maybe showing up at Husets periodically, and Dylan's running the X number. Is what would be the number on your car, and where does the X come from? Is that Dylan's choice or was that yours, Josh?
No, I'll go back to that. So
Okay.
when I started racing in sprint cars in 2016 or 17, whenever I actually started, I bought one in 16. I was always 22, and Caleb Johnson raced the 22. So I wasn't really one to have like the letters or numbers behind the number thing.
Yep.
And growing up, we always watched Chuck Swenson race the X.
Oh, yep.
And my dad and him kind of knew each other. He built mobile homes. My dad used to haul mobile homes.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think he ended up buying him a tire here or there or whatever. But going to the races when I was a kid, it was cool because I felt like you kind of knew him. We got to go meet him in the pits and stuff.
Yep.
There was always an X car during a sprint car race, because Chuck.
Yep.
So I didn't want there to be multiple 22s. So I'm like, well, I'm going to race the X. So I switched to the X.
Okay.
And, even with with kids, it's kind of a big thing where they love the X, and then, you know, obviously, like, my wife does not like the X, but she just thinks a letter for a number is kind of silly, but, you know, I think everybody knows that X around here now.
Oh, absolutely. So, will you have like an XX next year then, or
Yeah, what's your
number gonna? Are you gonna take the X back from Dylan? He's got to come up with a new number, or what?
I'm probably not going to wrap 100 different wings, so I don't know, add a number 2 behind it or something.
Okay.
I don't know about racing Husets. Me and that place don't really.
Don't get along that good.
Well, every 3 races it seemed like I flip the thing and destroy it. So.
Yeah, well, that makes for a long summer.
Yeah,
Go on,
I'm
go
not
on.
a patient. I'm not a real patient driver. So I think that kind of hurts that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going back to Chuck, I can remember when he was racing there regularly. You could come to the track and he had a big bright yellow rig,
Yep.
and
Oh, yeah.
you could see it as soon as you crested the hill. You knew if Chuck was there or not because that rig stood out. And his cars were always sharp. Chuck always had nice looking cars.
Last time I knew, he still had a big yellow rig.
Does he still have that?
He was racing late models still, I think.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I knew he switched to late models, but
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know if he was still doing that or not.
I think he does that up in Minnesota,
Does
up
he?
by Fergus Falls and stuff up there. I think.
Watertown, yeah.
And Watertown, yep. So, yeah,
I
absolutely.
kind of figured he'd want to drive an X sprint car once, and I'd probably give him a try, but I've never heard anything.
Dylan, I know the car owner's on, but is the goal to just keep running 305s, or what's the ultimate goal for you?
That's kind of hard to, I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. The guy wants to move up. I mean, I think we both would if it's just the affordability of it, you know, it's just so expensive to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, we have these Eagle cars that are his, and then I have a couple KPCs at his place in here. I kind of been thinking about maybe just building them and having them sitting there ready to go for anything.
Sure.
Whatever we can put in there, just go race it.
Yeah, you just never know, right?
You really don't. Just have the car sitting there, just everything ready to go, minus the motor, and just hopefully something comes its way.
Hopefully, you guys find one of them corporate sponsors, buy you a couple motors or something, and then away you go.
Yeah, and if only it was that easy.
Yeah, no kidding,
well,
right?
yeah. If only.
Oh.
So,
Do you have some apparel, Dylan, or not?
Not really. I got some koozies, and that's about all. I plan on doing shirts next year. I just so early on, you don't know if you're gonna make any money selling shirts. Just be sitting on them. I don't really want to sit on a bunch of shirts. So.
yep.
Absolutely.
Don't go out and buy 1,000 on your first order or anything, probably.
Yeah, no, not even. It's a lot of hassle doing that, really.
Yep.
For,
And this last time, because I was trying to do pre-order and everything, you know, finding out who wanted stuff. This last time, I finally just called Brett at Octane Inc. and said, Brett, take it over. Put whatever, you know, he ended up making an absolutely awesome design of Toby's push truck on there, but I let him do everything, and he sold them, they shipped them out, they took care of everything, and that was
ready
like,
for 3 weeks. I think we had like a store open you could
Yeah.
say for us or something.
yeah, so I highly encourage something like that, so.
if you don't like dealing with it, just get it out there on your social media and stuff. That's all we did, and whoever got one got one.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
I forgot. Somebody else told me about that too, and I was thinking that's probably the only way to go, really.
Yeah. Or I think my race pass sells them too.
Yep, my
You
race
can-
pass has got something. You can do it on their thing too.
Yeah. And you get a little bit of a kickback on that one, so
Yep.
I don't remember. I think Colby does that. Colby Clausen.
He might, yeah, now that you say it.
So, but who helped you out on the car this year?
Well, there was quite a few people. Obviously Josh and Eric, my cousin. He did a really good job this year. He made sure he was at every Husets race at least, and then made it to most of the other ones that were around our area here. But most of the time we go to Fargo and stuff. It was just hard for him to go.
Sure.
A couple of my friends from Fargo area helped this year when Josh couldn't make it. And it was kind of, I had a lot of different crew help this year. I mean, the first race of the year, we had some of my buddies from Flandreau down the tip helping. Kind of whoever can help. I normally have the cars ready as I can, then get just the tires down the track, and normally it goes pretty smooth as long as nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you keep the cars at your place, Dylan, or were they in Huron with Josh, or how did that work then this summer?
They were at Josh's place over the winter time, and I went and got them, I don't know, what do you think, a month before the race?
Yeah, probably March or April.
Yeah, and then I brought them back to my place, and kind of, I guess I didn't do much with them. I made sure they're ready to go, greased everything, and
Sure. Okay.
that was about it.
That's good.
So, well, I suppose before we keep them too long, Bud, we could hit Josh up on the rapid fire questions, as he's never got to do them yet, I bet. Oh, he's laughing already. So you know what this entitles? They're hard.
All right.
Dylan, have you done them?
Oh yeah, I've done them a few times.
That's what I thought.
A few times already. We've done extras with him already. Holy
Probably.
crap. Or we did him twice and forgot. So anyways.
Now, I had another question for them both, but
Did you? Go ahead.
no, I can't remember.
Oh, now you can't remember. Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted, Bud. My
Um,
bad.
Josh, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Oh, I'm not a big ice cream guy, but probably anything with Reese's in it.
There you go.
Oh, so you go and get a Blizzard at Dairy Queen or something.
That's all we have here, so yeah.
That works. They got good ice cream.
Absolutely.
They closed the one in Sioux Center, damn it. Now I can't get ice cream there no more. But anyways, cat or a dog person, Josh?
Dog.
Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Oh man, not really. I coach hockey during the winter. My kids.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
How many
Did you
ki-
play hockey at all?
Oh yeah, I played hockey all my life, and then I ref 25 years of them.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit.
So now I'm back in the coaching, just the little guys. But,
Okay.
How old are your kids?
one is 8, and the other one's 3.
Oof.
Okay. So I'm assuming the 8-year-old is the one you're coaching.
Last year I coached her team. She doesn't really care for me on the bench. So this year I think I'm coaching the 3-year-old. She's starting hockey this year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. Start young.
Sometimes that parent-kid coach-player thing don't always go well.
I never really liked the parent coaching thing anyways, you know. But
Yep.
At that age, it's just learning the skills. So it's not-
Yep. Get
not
the
a big
basics
deal.
figured out.
Yep.
How about a favorite movie?
Oh, probably Backdraft and Days of Thunder.
There you go. Two good
Backdraft's
ones.
one we haven't had before, but that's a good movie.
Yep.
I remember that one.
Do you prefer snow or rain?
No,
If
I
you're,
like the cold. I don't like the heat.
yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I don't like. We were just discussed this quite a few times. But I don't like it when it's 20 below zero. But
Yeah, I don't like that either.
10 to 20 degrees and no wind outside is not a bad day for me.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yep, I'm with you there. If you were going to be stranded on an island, what type of music would you have to have along to listen to?
Oh, definitely rock music of any kind, really.
Any kind,
There you
okay.
Do you have a favorite place to go out to eat, Josh?
Here on it'd probably be Prime Time, just a little steakhouse.
Awesome.
That worked. Prime time. We should remember that in case, I don't know when we're going to get to Huron, but you never know with us. Sometimes we just disappear and go somewhere.
What's there to do in here?
Well, there is a racetrack, but it's only really, I think this year it raced one time because the sprint car show rained out. State Fair,
Yep.
I don't know, not a whole lot of anything.
So the races that they run during the fair, then at least they run a race, don't they? Probably.
No.
No?
He kind of lost that. I don't know. That'd probably take a long time to discuss that. But I think they had like a national rodeo here, and it kind of took like 3 or 4 weeks out of the summer.
Okay.
Wow.
So I don't know if it wasn't worth doing it. I think Wastota made you do like 13 races to be eligible to get the 100, which we had before the rodeo. So then, and he's, I don't want to even say how old he is because I don't really know, but it's in the 70s. But, I think he kind of wants to step away from it, but still enjoys racing. So during the rodeo thing, he kind of got out of it or raced a couple races a year, that's it. And then really just to keep it going and keep the track from bleeding over, I think he's been planning like 2 races during the Wheel Jam, which is a big like car show, truck show.
Yep.
And he had like a sprint car race in May, and I think he only ended up running one night because they rained out.
Yeah, that figures when you only try to race a few times a year, and Mother Nature's got to kick your ass on one of them anyhow. So.
No.
Yeah, I mean it'd be nice. This track's really fun. I grew up racing here. I mean it's big, but
Is it like a big half or something then, or?
it's they consider a large 3/8, but it's,
Okay.
you know, it's bigger than anything else in South Dakota, anyways. But
Yep.
you know, maybe since I'm getting more on the business side of racing and not on the driver's side, maybe that's something I'll look into in the future. But,
There you go. Something to do if you quit coaching.
well, you know, run a racetrack just to keep it alive in town, and hopefully eventually my kids want to race. So that's kind of the big thing, you know, where are you going to race if you don't have
Yeah.
a racetrack?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to start out local somehow.
Yep.
I mean, this track is probably, I don't know, most people that race here, it's probably one of their favorite places to race. It's kind of a big loss for South Dakota and racing altogether.
Oh yeah. Anytime a track shuts down, it's a loss. But I'll have to Google Earth it once now tomorrow, bud, and I can see what the
Absolutely.
track looks like.
Yeah, I ran an outlaw show like 5 years ago, I think, 2020 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can always
That's
come
cool.
back and find that probably.
Absolutely.
So, let's see. Next question. There we are. Favorite holiday? You have one of them?
Oh, probably Christmas. Just see kids open presents, you know.
Yep. Absolutely. How many speeding tickets do you have, Josh?
I don't think I have any speed. I have a ticket, but it's not a speeding ticket.
Okay.
Oh, can't go wrong there then.
I'm kind of still a patrol officer, you know, I'm still certified, so speeding tickets probably wouldn't go over really well.
Well, this one might be good though if
Yeah.
you was a patrol officer.
What's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway or ridden with somebody down the highway?
Oh, I know our patrol cars go 143, so I think that's probably the fastest.
That's fast enough.
That's crazy.
I like how they always gotta make it an odd number where they govern cars out at.
Odd numbers are the best.
I mean, what's wrong with 140?
Probably go a little faster with the breeze or something, but
Yeah.
143 is the max.
Downhill.
Crazy.
We don't have anything.
Flat out there.
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
Oh, probably Coke, Coca-Cola.
There you go. Mine's Diet Coke and Toad's Pepsi. So
Coke is way better than diet though, bud.
well, whatever.
Diet, there ain't nothing good about diet. If you just won the lottery, had all the money in the world, is there a car, a pickup, or an SUV, or just, what would you buy if you had all the money in the world? Is there something you've always wanted?
I kind of own what I've always wanted, but I'd probably buy at least half dozen 410s. Money's kind of the thing holding us back on that.
There you go. Half
There
dozen is a
you
good
go.
number to start with. All right. So we got a few new ones here, Dylan. So we don't want you to feel left out sitting around. So we'll ask you a couple of new questions that Ann came up with a while back. Do you have any unusual routines? Is there something you have to do every race day or before every race?
I like wearing lucky underwear.
Lucky underwear. You at least wash them between weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have a Bud Light pair of underwear, and now I wear every Sunday. I pretty much wear my Cheetos underwear, the hot Cheetos underwear.
Not just normal underwear. We got hot Cheetos.
There we go.
No.
Okay, then one more for you before we let you guys go. How about, do you have a hidden talent that nobody knows about?
So.
Bud says he can wiggle his ears.
Hidden talent. No, I don't know.
Don't have one.
No, I don't.
Okay, you're boring like me then. That works.
Yeah, I can't really think of one that quick.
Okay.
Tob's hidden talent is he's the best BSer there is.
That ain't hidden real well though.
Oh.
I'll take
Give
it,
you
but
one for your money.
That's good.
Well, we're gonna
Somebody needs to give a run.
Visit some night then with the track. So.
Oh.
Well.
But it was a incredible year for you guys.
Yeah. Congrats on the track championship and the wins and.
Yeah, it's just fun to be, you know, I'm usually by Lee's at Husets, so I get to see Dylan every once in a while. I scrape a little mud off because that's all I can do. That's all I
Somebody's gotta
know.
be a mud scraper, buddy.
Yeah, so.
They could maybe get a better looking one.
Knuckles about every feature. That was.
Yep, absolutely. And the last night was, don't touch it, bud, because the last thing I want to do is be light. So let all the mud on it. Just in case I do have to go to the scale. So, but no, seriously, you know, that's something they can never take away from you. Track championship stays forever. So you guys should both be super proud of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this year's probably going to be a hard one to beat.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. Like, what do I make for gold next year?
I'd like to win a race at Houston.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list.
Yep.
Yep,
That'd work.
absolutely. But yeah,
So, anyways, we will let you guys go. We really appreciate you coming on, and best of luck next year.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
you bet.
All right.
Thanks,
take care,
guys.
gentlemen.
Yep. See you guys later.
Yeah, bye.